All right, and welcome to another toy review, Tuesday Toy Reviews. That's the name of the show. Since we took a look at the G1 episode, Enter the Nightbird, on Sunday, yes, I know my own schedule. I thought we'd take a look at her first ever action figure, I guess. She might have had some PVCs, I'm not sure. I didn't research her too much before this, but definitely her first and arguably I'd say her best figure so far, which is the Takara Legends, the Takara Legends Nightbird, which was a remold and repaint of the Thrilling 30 Arcee figure. So yeah, here she is. You can obviously, you can see she's loaded up with weapons here. She has her two swords, her two sais, and you can store her blasters underneath. Here's the one blaster. And this blaster does go right here into this hole by her crotch, but the thing is really long and you have to it goes really deep and it's very tight to get in there.
That is what she said.
So yeah, and it's very hard to get out once you get it in there. So I did not want to try and struggle with that on camera. So I just left it off, but it does store in there. You can store all her weapons in her vehicle mode, which is very nice. So we can start by taking off all her weapons and getting a look at just the plain vehicle mode, if she would be in the center of the frame, probably. Yeah, she's very nice, very sleek looking car mode, obviously very much based on the Arcee figure. The only remolding here in this mode, I believe, is just this front piece of the car mode, which does form her chest. But other than that, it is all physically the same in car mode as Arcee. So let's get down to transforming her. So first off, we kind of come underneath here and we want to free up her legs and they just kind of like friction fit in there. Oh, we should probably take the gun out first. That would help. And then I believe we kind of like hinge this like that. And then we want to separate the back of the car mode here and just kind of tuck this piece behind her butt right there. And speaking of her butt, we kind of take these pieces, which are kind of the inside of her butt, and then this is a step that they seem to miss a lot in the official photos, but you actually take her legs here and you bring them in. I mean, you can, if you want, have her with like super wide hips, if you're into that. But yeah, then you just stand her on her feet like that, and then I'm gonna raise the camera up here. There we go. Should be good. There we go. Good. All right. So then from here, we want to take the front of her crotch and torso, kind of tummy area, just unfold that and have it meet up with her chest there. Then we want to take her arms. Her arms don't really like peg in anywhere. They just kind of like rest inside her, but basically unfold them like that. And then you want to kind of like hold these out a little bit just to release her torso, the front of her torso. And then this will come down. This will come down. Oh no, you have to do this back piece should, if I'm doing this right, I think I am. Okay. Okay, there we go. We have to, I don't know if we caught that on camera, but it does kind of like tab into the side here a little bit. So you just kind of untap that there, keep it in frame and focus. So then just go down on this hinge and have her arms spread out like that. And then this kind of hook shape will go, and we gotta keep her head forward a little bit. This hook shape is gonna go over the shoulders there. And then this just kind of pegs in here. Hopefully that was on camera. And then their chest should be fine. And then we just finish off by pegging her neck piece together like that. And there we go. Just straighten out her arms and stuff. And that is Nightbird in her robot mode. Now she does, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it right, but I believe she does have a third mode. And I think what you basically do is you bend, she can bend her knees. There we go. You bend her knees and stuff like this. Do like that. And take her arms, go like that. And then this is supposed to be her, if we do it correctly, this is supposed to be her like swan mode, which she learned from the 6 clan. So I guess so. I'll put a picture here. I'll move the camera over a little bit so we can put the picture over here so you guys can compare if you guys think that is a swan mode. But yeah, there she is. That's her swan mode. And we can take, since she is a swan, we can put Quackles with her. So now it's a swan and a duck. So I'm sure there's some story about a duck and a swan, I think. There is. So there's that. But yes, basically just stand her up and stuff. I think I have her backpack right. Yeah, I think so. She does have a big backpack kind of thing. So basically just stand her up. Then she'll stand straight. Put her arms down. Then just the camera back. There we go. That's a little more natural for me. Not all the way off to the side. There we go. So let's adjust the camera so we get a good shot of her. There we go. There she is. There's Nightbird in her robot mode. She has a very articulated head. She can look way, way up. So I guess if she wanted to, I don't know if she would have this. Maybe if the Decepticons upgraded her, she could do like the Decepticon flying pose very easily. So that's pretty awesome. She has a lot of articulation. The only thing that she is missing is the waist piece or the waist swivel, just because of how she transforms. So yeah. Now we can take all her weapons. So we'll put the size on her arms, which, did they go that? No, they actually went like this in the cartoon, right? I think they were like this on her in the cartoon. If that was even in frame. Yeah, I think they were like that on her in the cartoon. And then I did review it the other day, so I should know. I was editing the whole video and stuff. And then she would like, if I can get her arm around there, the like grappling hook would come out of the base of her side there. But it actually, like I said, it does kind of get in, so I can find the hole. It does kind of get in the way of her articulation, so I'm going to just put them the other way here, just because I think that looks good too, and it's not as in the way. So there she is with her size, and she also has her swords. Of course, she can also hold her size in her hands too, and take that one there. So there she has 2 swords, which came with Arcee. The sides are new for her. The swords are carryover from Arcee, but they kind of work because obviously she had her lightsaber, but obviously these don't look like lightsabers, but this would be a pretty cool lightsaber if this was a lightsaber. But yeah, she can have her swords, and then you can take her guns, which of course she can also hold in her hands, but those can just peg into her hips, sort of like holsters. So now she is all weaponed up. And there we go. That is Nightbird with all her weapons, which is a lot. She has a lot of weapons, far more than she can actually use at one time. But yeah, there she is. She is pretty awesome. And I couldn't find my Thrilling 30, or I think I have the what is she called? Takara Legends Arcee. There we go. Takara Legends Arcee. So I just grabbed my Earthrise. That's her name. Earthrise Arcee, and she only comes with her like one gun here. So she's a little jealous that Nightbird comes with all these weapons, and she just has this little tiny pistol. So there you go. This is kind of a comparison between the old Arcee mold and the new Arcee mold, but the new Arcee does cheat by having, half her car mode come off. So there is that. And the other thing is the Nightbird, the old Nightbird's hands are not 5mm compatible. So she could not take, I mean, she probably could. This is probably molded, like this is molded flat. Here, let me just try, just out of curiosity. Let's see. And I lost it because it's invisible and it's below the camera, but there we go. Okay, so she can take Arcee's weapon and hold that. So that's interesting. But yeah, as you can see, her hands are kind of rectangle shaped. They're not circular. So I don't believe she can hold the normal 5mm weapons. And I have seen some people who have broken their Arcee's hands, and probably Nightbird's hands, because they are very thin and stuff. But yeah, Arcee, where'd your weapon go? Here we go. You can have your weapon back. Nightbird doesn't need it. She has enough weapons. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll put you off to the side for the closing thing. But yeah, I think that's it. She's a very awesome figure, and just as I was saying that, she dropped her weapon. There we go. She's an awesome figure, very articulated, very accurate to the cartoon as far as a remold of a transforming Arcee figure goes. Oh yeah, she is a remold. So before we close out, I will try and point out everything that is remolded on her, but obviously the head is remolded. I think the collar piece there is the same. Obviously covered the chest is the same. The kind of like, she has her belt thing here, so that's remolded. I'm not sure if the actual crotch piece itself is the same or remolded, but yeah, that's it. Okay, so before I go on too much longer, there we go. That is Nightbird, the Takara Legends one, and I'm just dropping everything on her. I would highly recommend picking her up. There is obviously the Generation Selects version, which is a repaint and remold of the Moonracer Chromia, I think, mold. But yeah, I would highly recommend this one if you can find her, at least for a good price. I don't know what the prices are right now for her, but she is very awesome. I highly recommend her. And I guess the other one, I don't have the Siege one, but it looks pretty good. But before I keep rambling on, this is Takara Legends Nightbird. Highly recommended. I can't say it enough. Get her if you can. So thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next week for another Tuesday toy review.